For those that might not know a ton about you, fill us in a bit about your background and your career path.
Thanks. I absolutely will. Thanks for the opportunity to sit down.
Of
My
course.
background is, I'm an engineer by background. That's my degree. I'm a mother of 3. I have lived in Indiana most of my life. And when I was younger, we moved all over the Midwest when my dad was an engineer. He's a Purdue grad. He's an engineer that started coal mines.
Wow.
So we would move every 10 months to different locations while he started coal mines. And so got to know the Midwest, got to know Wyoming, got to know a little bit about the engineering field through my dad. And then moved back to Indiana when we were in high school in Southern Indiana. And then that's where I met my husband. So we have been together since I was 15. I gave him a tour of our school when he moved from Illinois to Indiana. And then we both went to University of Missouri, Columbia together. And I pursued engineering where Chad pursued his law degree.
It's a really cool story of connection.
Yes, many years together. Since, absolutely most of my life.
Yeah.
Being able to work for General Motors and Toyota, I ran the paint shop at General Motors there in St. Louis for several years.
Wow.
And then when I went to Toyota, I worked in quality management. And both of those companies had a very diverse workforce. And so when I was around the management table at Toyota especially, it was very diverse, women, men.
That's fantastic to hear.
It was great. It was an opportunity that I think more women should be open to, because we need that diverse table when we're making decisions either about policy or about the next generation of engineering students becoming CEOs across our state.
Yeah, and if you feel really comfortable in the position or in the field, don't worry about being nervous about the female side of things. Just take a seat at the table and you'll be fine.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
And if there is no seat, you just bring your own chair.
That is a quote of the day. Thank you for that. Yes, definitely. Just bring your own chair and make your own seat.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And now we have 3 children, still live in Evansville, Indiana. And for the last 8 years of my life, I've had the pleasure of working in public service for our state.
Fantastic. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we're an exclusively positive media outlet here in the region. How do you continually keep that positive outlook, and what advice would you give to others on that? I know that's something that we see as highly valuable for your mental health, for your physical health. How do you do so, and what would you tell others and how they can do so too?
Thank you for asking. I think first and foremost, it's my faith. I couldn't do this job. I couldn't do life without just the anchor of knowing that my best friend and my savior has got my back. I also couldn't do this job and travel the state. I live in Evansville, Indiana. That's not close to Indianapolis. That's 2.5 hours away. And without family support, I mean, it's a family commitment and sacrifice to be in public service. And I think we don't talk about that enough as when we talk about running for
you have
office.
to balance your time between 2 locations, and that almost creates 2 lives for you.
It truly
how do
does.
you keep that? Yeah.
So you have to find your balance. You have to find your anchor. I know my anchor. I know my balance is accepted by my family. Good. And I know they have buy-in to pull the ripcord if this isn't working for all 5 of us anymore. And I give them the authority to do that.
That's fantastic.
And so that gives me the strength to go on to the next day knowing that everybody's already voted, they're all on board, we're all doing this together, and then try to encourage more people to follow in my footsteps, because I don't think this is something that you do alone. It's a team and you're building up the next generation.
And then those people can hopefully make the same changes, and bringing more in with you and making positive change probably really creates that positive effect on your own life too.
Absolutely. It's
fulfilled.
energizing.
Yeah, I bet so.
Yes.